Cool.
I didn't actually put the video. Yeah, you did.
Okay, so our film is about a girl who's haunted by her past and her parents' murder. She believes she's being stalked by a man who's following her and calling her. However, the twist is that she's actually mentally unstable and she's the one who killed her parents, and the stalker is her psychiatrist who's trying to help her. Then at the end, when she finds out he's her psychiatrist, he explains to her everything and she pretends that she believes it and she goes and kills herself. And that's it, really.
The idea of having the girl as a psychotic murderer was inspired by Shutter Island. The main character, Teddy, spends the film investigating at a mental hospital, but he turns out to be insane himself and had killed his wife and children. And the investigation was a made-up story to help him become mentally stable.
Opening title sequence focuses on the start of the narrative, what happened before in the past, so the murder, etc. There's flashbacks. The first shot is of Neve walking through a wood having flashbacks of her parents' murder and her ringing the ambulance. The next shot is of Neve receiving a phone call from a number saved as "do not pick up." From this we get the idea that the man calling is the murderer of her parents. The next shot shows a man calling her whilst looking at her personal profile. This is a man we will think is her stalker. He's sitting on a park bench, which kind of makes him look more dangerous.
Mise en scène, cinematography and sound and that sort of stuff. The location for our scenes will always most likely be outside, having in woods and sort of park screens and flashbacks and that. And so just around Brighton, so it's not that much hassle. Then the costume for Neve will be just plain boring clothes, just to make her seem ordinary and casual. And Stalk will be in dark, but it's also smart clothing. So it makes him seem business-like, but also quite a dark character. We use simple shots, keep from being complicated. Scenes where Neve's remembering her parents' death, which is flashbacks, will be low-key and desaturated, whereas the shots in the present will be high-key, showing the contrasting time differences. Then sounds, quiet film score throughout the scenes in the present tense, ambient sounds when scenes are in the shot, so yeah, that's basically just public and sort of showing her background and where she is in the location. And in the past tense, we did think it would be in silence, but we also thought about maybe having it muffled instead, but with enhanced dialogue, so you hear everything really echoey of the past where the parents being killed. You hear screaming and all that sort of stuff.
The main themes is obviously murder, the stalker feeling being chased, and psychosis. Our actual murder isn't actually shown as images of, because obviously you're in the dark about who's done it, because otherwise we give away the whole storyline. So in the opening title sequence, that's quite clouded. Stalker, there's hints at the character because of the fact that he's got the name saved as "do not pick up," and you see the person looking at her personal profile, her name, address, and photos and stuff.
Okay. So, any questions? Nothing at all.